right, hello everybody. Welcome to Taped Crusaders, the podcast that reviews every single piece of crap ever adapted from a comic book. I'm your co-host, Mike Allen, as always, I'm joined by...
It's Bex Luthor. I love pieces of crap so much.
Nice.
When they're adapted from comic books, exclusively.
Well, the hilarious thing is, this was actually not on our list, but you suggested it. And
Not bad.
No. But it's good because I completely forgot. Contrary to popular belief, this is actually based on a comic book character created by Marvel, not by Robert E. Howard. Did you know that?
Well, it's based on the Marvel character that's based on the book character, right?
I think there is a character named Red Sonya, but it's Sonja, or it's spelled differently or something.
With a Y, not a J.
Yeah. So, completely different character.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Partially inspired
Yes.
by Robert E. Howard's Red Sonya of Rogatino.
Right.
In the sense that she was a redhead.
Bex Luthor.
Yes.
Are you a fan of this character from the comics?
I am. I have a lot of Red Sonya stuff, mostly more modern stuff. But I did read the Red Sonya Gail Simone stuff when it came out in whatever year that was. I don't know.
2000s, I think, sometime.
Yeah, I was
right?
in college, I think, because it was the feminist retelling of Red Sonya.
And was it good?
It was Gail Simone, so she's a great writer.
Sure.
But I don't remember liking it.
Okay.
I haven't reread it in a while. I just remember them being like, okay, so we're going to take out the sexual assault. And I was like, cool. And we're also going to take out the magic. And I was like, that's dumb.
That's kind of silly, yeah.
Yeah. And then she still wore the bikini, so.
Sure. Well, if I've read anything, it would have been maybe 80s or 70s Marvel stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe one issue of Gail Simone's run, but I don't remember reading it, no. So I'm not familiar with this character at all.
And then I have a lot more of newer stuff now that Dynamite's taken over. I got a lot of Red Sonya Vampirella crossover stuff.
Okay.
For purely intellectual purposes. And no other reason.
Okay. So...
See, I always tell people, I was like, there's a place and a time for boobs in comic books. And it's Red Sonya and Vampirella.
Okay. So, I don't know. I mean, I like I said, I can't speak much on the comics, so we can just jump right to the movie. The only thing I really know about this movie, as far as behind the scenes, is it was a quasi sequel to the Conan films. It's not directly connected, but it's in the same world, I believe, right? Is it considered to be in the Hyborian Age?
Yeah, it's like the same universe.
Okay.
I think, but not because they didn't have the rights for some reason.
That's probably possible. The rights, they have a nice way of tying those up so that people can't use things, but...
Yeah, but they still had Arnold, so...
Yes. So this is where it gets confusing, is because Arnold Schwarzenegger starred in Conan the Barbarian, which was directed by... Hold on a second here. Oh my gosh. Just a second here. Which was directed by...
That guy.
John Milius. Okay, so it's considered the better one. But then the sequel, Conan the Destroyer, was directed by... It was directed by a different director. Richard Fleischer, who then went on to direct this film, Red Sonya.
Did people not like the second Conan as much as the first one?
Not as much.
Oh, I didn't. I just had a hunch. Sorry, Richard.
Yeah. So here's the thing: this is one interesting thing about I did not know this until just now. He's the son of Max Fleischer. Do you remember those really cool Superman cartoons from the 1940s with the really good animation?
Yes.
So
that's why I recognize the name.
Right, Fleischer.
Because I was like, I know this name, but I have no idea, and I've never heard of this man before. Right. But that makes sense now.
So then he went on. Yeah, he made some famous movies like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, The Vikings, Barabbas, and then a movie that I just watched, Fantastic Voyage. Have you ever seen that? Where they go inside the human body?
Oh, no, but I saw the Magic School Bus episode that was based off of it.
Okay, close enough. Well, this movie was not, let's put it this way. I watch a lot of movies, but I could not finish this movie because it was visually very good, but the story was not good at all.
what's insane is in the first 10 minutes, I'm like, what was the budget for the sets and the costumes for this movie? This looks incredible. And then Red Sonja talks, and you're like, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Never
right.
mind.
I was surprised because I was going in expecting like Beastmaster or one of those 80s sword and sorcery films, but this movie actually looked really good, like you said.
Well, it's
right?
The costumes are insane. Like the craftsmanship on them, the creativity. I don't know how much of the costuming was taken from the Red Sonja comics, but like the giant helmets and the very opulent robes and all this stuff, it looks crazy. And then everyone's like, what about the dialogue? And they were like, oh, we don't have the budget for that.
Right.
We spent it all on costumes.
It is too bad, right? That happens a lot, especially with movies adapted from comic books. They focus on the visuals, they get all that right, and they just don't care. I think they just assume people don't care about the script.
Which is like, I don't know if you know this, but people don't like art just because it's pretty.
Right.
There was one problem with the visuals of this movie, though. Do you know what my problem was with this movie?
What?
Why was her hair so bad?
It was a really bad haircut.
Why does she have a mullet?
I know. Well, I mean, I wanted the excuse that it was the 80s. Is that why?
No, because Red Sonja never has that haircut in the comics. I looked it up.
Okay, I don't know then.
And they keep going, this beautiful woman, and she's got the worst mullet you ever see. And everyone else's hair is nice. She's very pretty.
Yeah.
And that's about it, unfortunately. Sorry.
I know, but her hair, it was brutal. You're right.
It's so unfortunate. Like, they could have just done, I don't know why they just didn't give her really long hair and then put like a headband on, but they had to, they had to give her a mullet. And I'm like,
the thing is her hair is one of her trademarks. She's literally Red Sonya, right?
Yeah, the she-devil with a sword and the fiery red hair.
Right. So I don't know why they didn't exploit that.
They must have thought it was cool. They had to have think it looked good. Otherwise, I can't imagine. Because everything else in this movie, the like costuming and all that is very well thought out.
Right.
So somebody was like, this is dope. This looks hella cool.
Someone on set was like, I got it. Whoa. Check this out. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It's horrible. Yeah. Her hair is horrible.
So unfortunate, because it's such a pretty girl.
Yep.
Horrible actress.
Not great. I'm not going to say she's great. I only know her from one other movie. Have you ever seen Rocky IV?
Yeah, she's Drogo's wife, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or whatever she was, yeah.
Yeah, I only know her because she came back for Creed.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Because
I've never seen
my
Creed.
boyfriend loves Creed. So they're phenomenal movies, apparently, if you like boxing. Not a fan, but I guess, like, as
Ryan
far
Coogler,
as...
right?
Yeah. And then I think Michael B. Jordan directed the third one.
Okay.
So, much better movies, and I don't even like boxing, much better movies than this.
I assume.
I'm so sorry.
So, okay.
I love her to bits, but oh my god, she cannot act. Every time she opened her mouth, it reminded me of Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot isn't that bad. Come on. You think she's bad?
You gotta watch the like montage clips of some of her worst performances.
Okay.
Every time Red Sonja said a word, it just reminded me of the one line that Gal Gadot says in Batman vs. Superman, where she goes, "Kal, no!" and then has no expression, and then nothing happens.
Right. Okay, so I guess should we tell people what happens in this film?
Did anything happen in this film, though?
Well, didn't we see her origin?
For 30 seconds, and the origin of Red Sonja has been the same until Gail Simone retconned it, and then the new Dynamite comics, the thing they do with Red Sonja is they like reboot her, reincarnate her a lot, so it's always like the same lady but different sometimes. But the origin story of Red Sonja is she lived in a town with her parents, and then raiders came and, very importantly, killed her entire family, and something bad happened to Sonja.
Right.
And
which they allude to in the movie.
Yes. It's previously in the comics, it's a very pivotal point in Red Sonja's origin story, is she has to get sexually assaulted. It's very important to the character, apparently. And then when Gail Simone wrote the character without this, it was the exact same story. And everyone's like, oh, I guess it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. These men killed her family. That's enough of a... So then she, depending on who's writing it, she goes and she either trains to fight or just like begs to this goddess who gives her the powers to wield a sword, under the oath that she never let a man touch her unless he could best her in a fair combat. Fair combat being the key term. And they say that in this movie too, so at least it was true to the source material.
I didn't know that was from the comics. Okay.
Yep, it's almost like exactly it. They don't name the goddess in this movie. She's got like a weird name. It starts with an S. I don't know. It's one of those words that I've never said out loud, but have only read.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just not embarrass myself and say it. But yeah, so she gives her like all these powers to like the super strength, the sword wielding, whatever. And then we cut, and then Red Sonja's not in the movie for like 20 minutes.
And then there's a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Yeah,
so we cut to a scene with a bunch of, like, sword maidens in a temple, and they're trying to destroy a talisman. And then they get... Oh, I guess what else is important is when Red Sonja's family is slaughtered, they're slaughtered by this queen. Very important character. She's bad and also a lesbian, and that's bad. Because it's the 80s. So, and then this queen shows up, and she wants to steal the talisman to use its power. And so they kill all of the shield maidens, and she steals the talisman. And it turns out one of the priestesses or whatever is Red Sonja's sister. So she escapes, even though she's mortally wounded, runs into not Conan. And she's like, get my sister. She's training with these random people in the middle of the forest. So they go to the forest. Find Red Sonja. She's currently training with these swords masters, and she's become the best of all of them, but don't touch her. She doesn't like when men touch her. And then they gift her a sword, and it's sick. So then her sister dies, and she's like, you have to destroy the talisman because Queen What's-Her-Face is going to use it to destroy the world. She's like, okay, got it. And then we cut to a child. For way too much of this movie.
Oh, yes, the kid.
The entire, like, they had to give her a group for some reason.
I know, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was annoying. I'm looking at it on my phone right now as we go along to refresh my memory, so that's why I'm looking down here.
So I can't remember which part happens first, if she runs into the kid first, or if she runs into the one guy that she just totally murks. And then Conan's like, I'll save you, and she just ditches him and horses off into the forest. And then there's this kid, and he's a prince. He's a prince.
I don't like the kid, and I don't like the other guy at all.
Oh, they're not the worst part of this, but I don't like them.
No, I don't like them at all. Just
that poor kid. It's not his fault.
No, I'm just saying that as far as the writing, you're right. It takes too much attention away, and it's an unnecessary baggage. Like she did not need those characters, right?
No, why can't there just be more sword fights?
Right.
That's what I'm here for, is the sword fights, and there was not enough sword fighting in this movie. So then she saves this little boy, and he's a prince, and he's got like a dude with him. And their town's been destroyed by the evil queen. And then she leaves, and then somehow she leaves before them, but then runs into them being tortured in the forest.
Doesn't quite add.
Yeah. And then there's another sword fight, and then they all decide to travel together. And then Conan shows up, and then they go to the queen's castle, and then they fight the queen, and then there's a weird porn joke, and then...
What was the porn joke?
When the guy, he pulls that weird not TV out to see where Red Sonja and the gang is, and before he turns on the screen that's a camera, it just shows a naked girl dancing.
Oh, okay,
and everyone's like rolling their eyes like, the weird wizard left his porn on the TV. And I was like, this movie's got jokes since when?
Yeah.
This movie had one joke, and it was so out of place.
Yep. Oh.
So then several more sword fights, bing bang boom, destroy the talisman, the queen dies, Conan and Sonja kiss, happily ever after.
And there is the scene where the first time he wants to kiss her, she says she only can if he beats her in a fair fight.
Yes, and then they fight for 4 hours.
Yes, they forever. It's like the sun is going down, right? Ridiculous.
And the boy is watching them do this weird fight flirting, and at no point anyone's like, maybe we need to leave. They're clearly it was gross and bad.
Mm-hmm.
No chemistry between these two. No. Or any of the cast.
Or anyone. No, you're right. And the thing too is that I don't know these kids, these actors, I've never seen them in anything else. Like the kid and the other guy, I've never seen them in anything. So clearly they're not established actors, right?
Well, they couldn't have been. I'm trying to find them on the Wikipedia. I was like, I don't remember the kid's name to even know which of these people he is. Was he Kaibu? Was he Bertag? Was he Jart? Was he Varna?
All these odd syllables they just slap together to create these names. As you're looking, though, it's not just the costumes. The sets are incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah, gigantic. And the special effects, even when they get that, what's that called? Like a talisman thing? And
the big glowing orb.
Remember when they throw all the people down that hole? That's frightening, especially if you see that as a kid.
Yeah, and you hear them, and it gets quieter, and you're like, oh, that's a big hole, and then they just close it over top of them, and that's where they end up. Horrifying.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God, right. And then, now, the one bad special effect was when the queen falls down that ravine. It's a clear blue screen.
The ravine of lava, and then lava shoots out of the castle in just a spire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What do you even say? This was such a nothing burger of a movie. At least it was less nothing than the Captain America movie we just watched. At least there were some sword fights.
Yeah, and at least it looked good, so you could kind of just turn the sound off and look at it, right?
Yeah, you didn't need to even have subtitles on for this one. You weren't missing any plot.
Now, did you see this film as a kid, or was this your first time?
I had never watched this before. I had always known it existed in the back of my mind.
Okay.
But I think a part of me always knew, don't watch this, because I read Red Sonya for the plot.
Okay.
And I knew that this was either going to be upsetting or boring. And it was both. She's not even in the chainmail bikini, which is fine, I guess. But I know in Marvel Comics at the time, she was in a full chainmail shirt and these cute red hot pants.
Sure.
So I would have loved to have seen that adaptation instead of just the generic Xena armor she was wearing. Mm-hmm. Which was unfortunate because everyone else's costume was so cool, but hers was not.
No, it was not. You're right. Usually we go through the actors in the movie, but we've kind of already crapped on all of them, right?
Well, do we need to talk about Arnold's acting? No. Everyone's aware. He's himself in this movie, too.
Yep. Yes.
He's Muscles, and I don't think anyone ever expected anything else, so. The kid's annoying.
Yeah, the queen was okay.
Yeah.
Sendal Bergman.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, evil lesbian queen, who I guess I forgot to mention, she wanted Red Sonya, and then Red Sonya said no thank you, and so then she decided to try to kill her.
I should point out, I didn't know this, she was also in Conan the Barbarian as Valeria. So she's done more than one movie.
Well, she did 2 movies.
She was in Hell Comes to Frogtown. Maybe you should check that out.
She was in Xanadu.
Yeah, and I've never seen that.
Oh, you should watch it.
Yeah, is it good?
Talk about it. No.
Okay.
You want to be bored out of your mind? You should watch Xanadu. Oh.
Okay. Too bad it wasn't adapted from a comic book. We could have done it on this podcast.
I don't think.
There's really, here's the sad thing. There's nothing to talk about because what can you say about these actors? Nothing, right?
Like, she had like 6 lines, and they were all like, she was vaguely reading them off a cue card in the forest.
Right. Yep.
Like, even when I was reading some stuff about the behind the scenes, they even said like she was basically hired because she got seen on the cover of a magazine, and she's like a tall Amazonian model. So they were like, sure, done.
Yep.
I'm shocked that she got the part.
Well, it's always frustrating, and this is one of the things I talk about with Ian and Josh, is sometimes these movies, like, because I've been on the sets of zero budget movies, and I find that even on a zero budget movie, you can kind of cobble together half decent dialogue. When your actors are good, they can kind of make it up as they go along and have chemistry, right?
Yeah.
But in this movie, it's somehow there's nothing. If they could have taken the exact story and just let the actors have fun with it, but they didn't do that.
I don't know if they were capable of having fun. They were like word for word reading the script. Like at some point I expected Red Sonya to like be like, Red Sonya exit on screen left. Because she was just reading the script.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Oh. But like, here's the thing is like, I'm looking at this and thinking, and this is one thing that drives me crazy about Hollywood. They make a movie, they build the sets, they destroy them all. Then they make another movie and they build new sets. Can you imagine if another film came in and said, hey, leave everything where it is. We're going to do a movie. Even something like Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. Can you imagine if He-Man took place in this world? That would have been great.
Everything was already like these immaculate. Like the Queen's castle is cool looking. Like could have put Skeletor in that throne. It would have looked sick.
Right.
But who did the set work and the costumes for this movie? Because I hope he had a really good career.
Let's look that up.
Hello, IMDb.
Nothing else to talk about.
Well, that's the only thing that, and like, it was so, it's so cool. So, and that's what's so frustrating is like, if I would have watched this as a kid, I probably would have been like, oh, I love this. It looks so cool. Because when you're a kid, you're dumb.
So, okay, this cinematographer is Italian. His name's, how do you pronounce, what's the correct way to pronounce it? Is it Yusuf Rotuno?
Sure.
He worked on Fellini films like Fellini's Satyricon, Casanova, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, which is a great fantasy. So yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing. No doubt about that. As far as the effects, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this. The music is by Ennio Morricone. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's the famous guy that did the music for the spaghetti westerns with Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Famous, yeah.
I was going to say, the music was also good when it was there.
Yeah.
A lot of silent scenes in this movie.
True. And it's funny because the budget was pretty large at the time, $70.9 million. So it's fairly big. The box office, $6.9 million.
Oof.
Yep. Commercial.
You telling me nobody wanted to see this?
Apparently not. We might as well, since I'm here on Wikipedia, so we're going to save everybody the trouble of reading Wikipedia. We'll just tell you what it says. 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oof.
Metacritic, 35%.
That's too high. I mean, maybe it's the sets. And
Leonard
the costumes.
Maltin gave it 1.5 out of 4 stars. Other people 1 out of 4. Yeah, it's pretty universally negative.
Well, yeah, that tracks. The only performer. Sorry?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just reading something.
Well, I was going to say it did get some accolades here. Let's see. Golden Raspberry Awards, Worst Actress, Worst New Star, and Worst Supporting Actress.
Who was the supporting actress? Was it the sister?
Sandel.
Or the queen. The queen. I was like, there was 3 women in this movie, which, to be fair, there was 3 men. So
true. Now, there's one more accomplishment I have to mention, Becca. Bridget Nielsen did get nominated for Worst Actress, but she lost to Bridget Nielsen for Worst Actress in Rocky IV. She was nominated twice. Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh, sweetheart. Wait, her performance... I don't remember her performance in Rocky being worse than this.
Who knows? I mean, I just watched that last summer. It was not good, but it was not terrible.
Yeah, maybe she just has such a nothing burger of a role.
Right.
Oh, God. Well, unfortunately, whoever wrote this movie didn't understand why people liked the comic book version of Red Sonja, which was that she was hot and killed a lot of things, which is still the reason most people like her today. That's why I read it, because she's hot, and she beheads a lot of dudes with a big sword, and that's cool. So, like, they didn't have to have a big story for this to work. They just needed to have some... And there was some cool beheadings. Like, I really liked a lot of the times when she would, like, behead a dude and the head would fly up into the sky. That was cool. But maybe it should have been a rated R movie, and we should have just stabbed a lot of people.
Yeah, or just been better written, right?
We can only ask for so much, okay?
Have you seen Beastmaster?
No.
It's pretty good in like an 80s cable TV kind of way. It's pretty damn good. Yeah, you should see it.
Because I do like 80s fantasy a lot, but I'm more of like, I grew up on a lot of the animated stuff.
Okay.
So like the Lord of the Rings animated, Last Unicorn, that kind of fantasy.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't... I'm just like going through this IMDb of trivia.
What are you finding out?
Did you know, Arnold, he signed up for a glorified cameo as a favor to producer Dino De Laurentiis, but then he was surprised that he was on set for 4 weeks and was in most of the movie.
And on the poster?
And on the poster. Soon afterwards, he decided to terminate his 10-year contract with De Laurentiis. So this movie ruined a 10-year friendship. I can see that. Yeah, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger says that this is his worst movie.
Other than
like he's gone on record.
Hercules in New York was bad, but yeah, after he became a star, this is definitely his worst movie, I would say.
I hope he got paid well. Sigourney Weaver was considered for Red Sonja. We could have had Sigourney Weaver as Red Sonja.
That would have been okay.
At least she can act.
Yeah.
Ooh, Arnold and Bridget Nielsen had an affair during filming.
Interesting.
Spicy. Wow, this is all fascinating.
So are you glad that you suggested this film for the podcast?
It's just so nothing. That there's not even a whole lot to make fun of. Because, like, it's like, hey, when that kid was getting tortured, that was weird, right?
Right.
Well, what a weird scene. And then they crush that guy. Like, the little kid watches a man get crushed to death, and that's pretty brutal. But, like, besides that...
The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look up the writers quickly. One of the writers was... he worked on the TV series Poirot, Jeeves and Wooster, Rosemary and Thyme. And the other co-writer was George MacDonald Fraser, who worked on Octopussy, The Three Musketeers, and his own novel. So he was a somewhat real writer. But maybe he wasn't having a good day when he did this.
I was going to say, I don't believe you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, the original Red Sonja, I'm not sure if you mentioned, but the Robert E. Howard version was Red Sonya of Rogatino. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I said it, but I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, because I just know it vaguely. And then the comic book version adapted from that version. I think she originally had... I think the book version has guns. I think she's a gunslinger. But instead, now she's in the past and it's a sword.
Oh, you're right. Red Sonya of Rogatino is a woman of Polish Ukrainian origin with a grudge against the Ottoman Sultan. So it's more modern day. Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah, and they were like, what if? Chainmail bikini, big sword.
Uh-huh.
And everyone in Marvel Comics was like, I love that. God, her Wikipedia picture is so bad. Who drew this? Ed Benz?
Oh,
something?
I can't stand him. He's the guy.
It's a very... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's a very, like, both boobs and butt in the frame picture. Like, her back is broken. But he's the one who did what?
He did... 1 second here. What? Oh, well, it'll be easy to find out in a second. Just a second here. Red Sonya... Okay. Birds of Prey, Supergirl, Superman. He did, I believe, when the Justice League, it was like mid-2000s. I think he might have drawn it when Brad Meltzer was writing it. And the writing was okay, but his art was terrible.
Yeah.
He did Birds of Prey, which maybe you would have seen, like 2010.
Oof.
But yeah, I've always hated his art. He's just one of those generic, like fifth-rate image style artists, you know? One of those.
Oh, he did Gen 13, that Wildstorm comic. He probably did the worst art for that.
Right. Yeah, because the original guy, J. Scott Campbell, was okay, but yeah, this guy's like a fifth-rate version of him.
But yeah, I remember some of those Gen 13 issues being the anatomy was not it, girl. But yeah, yep. So if you Wikipedia Red Sonya, the picture that we're talking about is by this artist in 2015. It's a cover for Red Sonya, number 16, and it is probably one of the prime examples of the butt boobs phenomenon of the 2010s, which I think we've talked about on the show before, because you remember when that Catwoman issue came out? I forget what volume of Catwoman it was, 4 maybe? It was like issue 0, and she's like very much has a broken back. And I think you talked to me and Alicia about it at Villains.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And I was like, this is terrible. So it was just a bad time for comics.
Sure was.
There was a lot of butt boobs, and like, her poor back. She's I already feel bad for her back because of the big boobs. But my God. Amanda Connor has drawn some really good Red Sonya, though. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's been a lot of really good recently. The thing that Dynamite does that pisses me off, and also that I really like, unfortunately, is every time that they do a new series, which they do every 6 months or so, so they'll be like, oh, this is Red Sonya versus Vampirella, issue 1 to 5. This is Red Sonya versus Vampirella Forever, issue 1 to 5. And they have 5 million variant artists for every issue.
Of course.
But some of those variant artists are actually really, really phenomenal. So some of my favorite Red Sonya ones is, it's her name, Lyrics Lee, I think is her name. I'm trying to look her up.
If anyone's wondering, no, I'm not drinking alcohol in the podcast. I'm drinking ginger beer, which is actually non-alcoholic. Very tasty. Fever Tree. So now I'm doing free plugs here.
If anyone's wondering, I am on speed during the podcast, so to counterbalance.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Lyrics Lee, but she's done some really cool covers for it. I know it's very like anime-esque, but they're really cool. I know.
Well, send it to me later. Maybe I'll throw them in at the end so people can see what we're talking about.
Jenny Friesen. Has Friesen done any? I know she did a lot of Dynamite stuff. Yeah, her Sonya stuff is really nice, and incredibly expensive, and I have too much of it.
Okay.
I just Googled it. Okay, stop. And we're being recorded.
Yeah. Okay. So last thing. If you had to recommend one run of Red Sonya comic to read, which one would it be?
Probably any of the more recent, the red, white, and what was it called? Is it black, white, and red? Sorry.
Okay, I'll write that down. Or maybe I'll just listen to the podcast again. Black, white, and red.
Yeah, that one's a good more recent one.
Good to know.
Sorry, there was so many of those, like, red, white, and blood, or black, white, and whatever comics. Like, there was a Batman one. They're all the same name to me. But yeah, I like that one a lot. And then definitely some of the like, crossovers that they do. They cross over with Vampirella a lot. The crossover with, what's her name? Sheena. She gets crossed over a lot. All of those, like, hot babes.
I tried to watch that last summer. I couldn't finish it. The movie with Tanya Roberts. Remember that?
Oh, I have not seen that, no.
Terrible.
Well, we don't have to review that one. It's okay.
Okay, we'll cross it off the list then. Okay, here's the thing.
Just know that when you're reading Red Sonya, you gotta know what you're going in for. And it is some gooner shit.
Okay. I might check out... I'll start with the original Marvel stuff, then maybe I'll jump to this black, white, and red thing.
Yeah, and then whenever Dynamite took over, but like more modern stuff, so like post-pandemic stuff is good. It's at least pretty.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so what shall we review next week? Oh, how about we jump back to the modern day-ish and review Ang Lee's The Hulk. Yeah, I know.
We could just... we can watch Sheena. We can watch Sheena if you want to watch Sheena.
Maybe we'll do a double bill, Hulk and Sheena.
I don't think I've watched that since it came out.
It's very boring. It takes itself very seriously.
Of course it does. That one was just Hulk, right?
It was just the Hulk, yep.
Like, not the Hulk, it was just Hulk?
Yeah, you could be right. There's no definitive article.
Yeah, because the Edward Norton one is the Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Yeah. We don't want to mix those two up.
Yeah,
those are two very...
Yeah, two completely different movies. We don't want to accidentally review the Lou Ferrigno either, but...
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Incredible Hulk for anything yet?
Not yet. We're going to, though. You and I are.
Oh, we get to watch the good one?
Of course.
Well, the better one?
Yeah. Well, the better
Again,
one.
I haven't watched this one since the theaters either.
Opening night in 2009 or whatever it was. But
2008.
2008. Okay.
It's the second MCU movie.
That's right. And no one ever talks about it. I forgot about that.
Because it's Edward Norton and he's not the Hulk anymore.
Oh, yes. Wow. Okay, so anyway, on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, Bex Luthor, for suggesting this piece of shit. I mean, good movie. We'll do this again sometime.
It's a part of history. It's our history as comic book nerds to review all of the shit that was embarrassing to talk about when we were kids.
You are correct. Yep. I'm glad I did because it was one of those ones I've never seen, so I'm glad I finally saw it, you know?
I'm not.
Okay. All right, on that note, we'll wrap it up. Until the next time, see you later.